What is going on, everybody? We are back on it. Hunter x Hunter episode 47. Uh, and it looks like we're going to get the showdown between Uvo and Kurapika. Uh, just like, I think I can just easily make some predictions on this episode. I'm pretty sure, I'd almost say 90 to 100% positive that Uvo has to die. And if not die, at least be like defeated. Maybe, I don't know, left unconscious or just something. But I'm pretty sure he's going to end up dying, mostly because there needs to be a plot point to move Kurapika's story forward. Um, Now, whether is it going to be like an ass pull plot point, or is it going to be like a very good thought out explained, like, all right, that makes sense, I gotcha. But I feel like for Kurapika's story isn't going to end dying to the first troop member he comes across. Maybe he dies to the boss or never makes it to the boss. Um, but I don't see this anime ending introducing us to all these troop members and hiding some of their abilities and names, and then Kurapika not end up facing them. Um, so I feel like Uvo, just just by determining some of those factors, checking them off the list, Uvo has to die so Kurapika can move on to the next one, or team up with Hisoka and decide whatever they're going to do. Um, and besides that, I'm not sure what else to expect. It's gonna be, but I'm also interested to see. I don't think that Kurapika is going to end up killing all of the troop members or defeating them, um, because last episode ended up bringing Killua and Gon into the fold. And I was wondering, because that's the first time we saw them in like 3 or 4 episodes. I was wondering, how do we tie these storylines together? Is it just going to be Kurapika and the troop doing their stuff over here, and Killua and Gon are specifically just focusing on like the video game and finding his dad? But they ended up like pulling them into um, the storyline, which I didn't mind how they did that. Um, a couple of you have been leaving me some like messaging me on Twitter, and a couple of you have been commenting on these past videos, and I kind of found a comment that kind of like perfectly sums it up. And I feel like this is kind of the limbo I'm going to be left in. Somebody said, I feel like you're looking for an in-depth level of explanation from this show that just simply never happens and it doesn't exist. They say, I do like this show a lot, but I've always said there were things I found disappointing about it, especially with all the crazy hype that everybody puts around the series. I feel like you're butting up against the same kind of difficulties and thoughts I had. Stuff just comes out of nowhere in this show for no reason, and you're not going to get an explanation beyond statements or fact that blank blank exist. That's why this happens. Like that's going to kind of be the explanation. Such and such exists, so that's why that happened. So that's kind of like the perfect like summary explanation of kind of where I'm. That statement of somebody that left is like where I'm thinking this some of this might go, but maybe I'll be surprised. Some of you are saying I've been getting like half and half, 50-50. Some of you are saying this anime is amazing and it does a perfect job of explaining everything as it goes. There's no ass pulls, no plot holes. Everything comes around and gets explained full circle. Don't worry about it. All your questions will get asked. And I have some people messaging me. They're saying, really pump your brakes. There's going to be some stuff that's confusing. You're going to scratch your head about. You're not going to understand, and it never gets explained. I guess I'll find out for myself as we go. A couple of you have been really pushing for this episode 47, so here it is. Hopefully, you guys will see this Sunday, late morning, early afternoon, and then Monday we'll be on the regular schedule, permanent schedule from now on until Attack on Titan and One Punch Man run out. Monday Attack on Titan, Tuesday off, Wednesday One Punch Man, Thursday Hunter x Hunter, Friday Hunter x Hunter, Saturday off, Sunday Hunter x Hunter. All right, we are a minute 45 in, pressing play. A minute 41 in, pressing play right now. Well, let's go. Condition and condition. Okay, we got some Blood Moon Scarlet Eye resemblance. Vogin. Watch Kurapika's story like take a crazy dramatic turn that like the troop never did take his family's eyes, or it wasn't the troop that did it. It was his own family members that sold out his own family members to the troop, or something wild like that. I can see that happening. And like, do we even know if Uvo was a part of the initial group that went after the eyes? Like, because some of the members have changed out. Like, we don't even know if Uvo's been a part of this. That's what I'm saying. Like, he's never heard of them. Like, did he just forget, or was he not involved? So now she's just over here killing. That's what I'm saying. He's over here just killing for what? You're just killing people just by guilt by association. We're just guilt by association killing. We're just revenge seeking out here. All right, Kurapika, let's see it. What do you got for me, man? I like the color difference. Denying those who've come in search of revenge. If I had to make an assumption, Kurapika has to keep his damn distance this entire time. Okay, we're just straight up scaling mountains right now. But the same for like Uvo. Like, is he just a one trick, just straight up hand to hand combat, one trick pony? And does Kurapika have anything besides those chains? Like, did that arm just break? I don't know. I was going to say, did that arm snap or what happened? He looks like Kurapika is moving it fine. How did he block that? Is my question. If you're putting so much energy and focus into those chains, how did you even? I don't know. I better see Kurapika struggle in this fight, or I'm really gonna dislike this episode. That arm is fucking ruined. BT dubs. Got him. So it was worth the sacrifice of the arm. With the conjurers, what? Okay. The real chains isn't what he's going for, it's the conjured chains. Can he break them? I become a specialist? What the fuck? Just off of that? What? Yeah, take me back in the woods when y'all were training, because that doesn't make any sense. So Kurapika is just basically the prince that was promised. Like, this man is Anakin. He is the ultimate master of all. I mean, he should be able to never be defeated then, correct? People say that Nen battles are all matchup based. This man just has to activate his eyes, and he's not just efficient in both, but is mastered in all just off of the eyes. Is that a Kurta clan specialty, or because you might as well just end the story now. He's going to run through every single. He's gonna run through every single member, and he'll definitely beat the boss. You don't. I don't even need to see the rest of his story. What? But An end technique with conditions is multiplicative exponentially. Full control over every other category. So we'll just go ahead and heal that arm up then. Zetsu. So not only does he have the chains, but the chains also have Zetsu built into them. This is the man's OP. He might as well walk up to their hideout right now and smack every single one. I remember I said like an episode ago, I don't see how this ends in the next 3 or 4 episodes, this arc. But now I guess I see it. I could see just by this explanation. He's still taking it. He's not giving up any information. Wow. Well, we knew he was gonna die for sure, but Judgment Chain. He'll die if he doesn't answer. Hisoka knows where they're at. Why doesn't he? That's the weakness of I can't stay in that state too long. That's how we make him not OP. Nah, he's OP. Have the decency to bury him. Do they know? I knew he was gonna regret it. The little kid. Ooh, that'll be interesting to hear. Fails to return. Crollo prepares to terminate. I was about to say, is the chain, is the new plan going to be eliminate the chain user? But then you got to see Hisoka as a wild card. I'm not about to go there, and by there I mean go there, um, because I know this is a lot of people's favorite anime, and I know a lot of people were waiting for this episode. And I had a couple of you leave comments on the YouTube, and then again message me on Twitter asking, "How did I feel about Kurapika now that I got like an explanation in episode 47?" I was like, I haven't watched episode 47 yet, so I'm not going to answer, and I'm not able to answer. Some of you were like, "Do I feel better about Kurapika now? Did I get a better explanation?" I feel like it got worse. Um, I'm getting very strong, just like I know this came before um, Naruto, but very strong, like Uchiha clan vibes, and he with the ability of the eyes is just going to be OPAF. My thing is, again, I'm not gonna dive into it because I can see I can see in my head now like the hate comments and the dislikes, but I didn't enjoy the episode. It's as far as from a storytelling part, I didn't enjoy the episode. I thought it looked great, the action and the fight was good. I mean, even though it wasn't even much of a fight, there was no hand to hand throwing or any kind of thing like that. And with the Nen abilities, unless you've got like a Gon going against a Uvo, You're not going to have just straight like hand-to-hand taijutsu combat fights. When you got the specialty abilities, there might not be ones that are able to really hand-to-hand fight. But I feel like every Nen user should have a baseline of at least like some kind of hand-to-hand combat. But we're not going to get these huge like Dragon Ball Z fist-pounding fights, given the direction of like kind of the specialty and the powers in this anime. Um, but I would always get that confused as well. I was like, isn't Kurapika a conjurer? How does he keep? Why does it keep coming off as like he's manipulating? So he has the chains on his hand make it look like he's manipulating the chains and that he's a manipulator, but he actually conjures the chains that you don't see, which is a good little trick. I thought that explanation, that aspect was cool and great, but the fact that just the whole when the eyes are activated, not only does he, it would have been different if they say he gets his conjure abilities become mastery level, or he gets to use some like even if when he activates his eyes he gets the ability to heal any injury or mortal wound, that would have been great. But the fact that he becomes a specialist that's efficient in almost mastery in every single category, it's like, why am I watching him fight when you know he's going to win every single fight? There's no fight that he'll ever lose. Um, yeah, you could say his if he fights somebody outside the troop, his chain jail is ineffective. It's not going to work, and it'll kill him if he uses the chain jail on anybody else. But just activate your eyes and go into every other category at once. That's what really just like kind of lost me. It just lost me there. Um, it's not turning me off from the anime like, oh my god, I'm not gonna watch this. That was just the worst thing I've ever seen. But that was, it just is what it is. And just by that alone, I don't think it should happen. Like, I wouldn't want it to happen, but I'm seeing that Kurapika is probably going to end up killing Chrollo fairly easily. Not easily, but I feel like easier than it should be. I feel like that should be something that like I feel like Kurapika needs some adversity here. I mean, yes, his story is tragic, getting his whole clan here, but my man just became a hunter on the first try, got like carried through by Gon. Um, Turns out to have pretty much the most OP Nen mastery ability that you can have, given his clan and eye situation. And the first Phantom Troop member he came across that he's had his eyes set on, he was able to take out. Pretty much, it was it was not a fight. It was not a fight. Um, and even though the other fights might be different or he might struggle a little bit, I don't see him losing at all. And the only weakness that it looks like is he can't be like in that state for a long period of time. I guess that's what they're using to not make it sound like he's OP, but um, I don't see him getting jumped by all the members either. I feel like before they find him, he's gonna have met up with Gon and Kahlua, Leorio, and the other bodyguards. So it'll be kind of more like evenly distributed, and then by then I don't know. I don't know. I'll be interested to see how they tell that story. So go ahead, hit me with the comments, hit me with the explanations on why I'm wrong or whatever happened, or I got to look at it this way, or all the dislikes, and we can just have the open dialogue in the description. When you guys see this, I'll be only up to episode 47, so try not to spoil or discuss anything past episode 47 because I'm watching this Saturday afternoon and this is going up Sunday, and I won't watch episode 48 probably until Wednesday. So if you try to discuss anything from 47 on, I mean from 48 on, I haven't gotten there yet, so we won't spoil or go that direction. But I didn't hate the episode that I watched. I didn't hate what I was seeing, but the just the explanation and how how we got there is like I don't uh, but I mean that's why you watch things and you react to them and you criticize things and people are gonna have different opinions on. I'm gonna like things that's in characters that people don't like, and people are gonna like things and defend things that I don't like. And that's not just with this. That's with anything. People I know despise Dragon Ball Super and other Dragon Ball things. I think the story is just the worst, and everybody comes back to life, and there's no real thread. And I enjoy Dragon Ball a lot. People don't like Naruto, like Naruto. We go back and forth on Attack on Titan. Like it was just open dialogue, and that's what it is. So let me know if you guys did any of you feel this way the first time watching it through? That's kind of what I'm more interested in. Did you feel this way at all the first time you watched it? Um, and the reason, and another thing is, it'd be different if Kurapika was like the main story, like the main character. Um, I would say it goes Gon, Killua, then you could put, but not even. I say Gon, Killua, and then way below them, I'd put like, I'd mix in the Leorio, the Hisokas, and the Kurapikas, kind of like in that level. Um, like like if this was Kurapika's story and it was kind of just a revenge arc the whole time. I'm gonna revenge my family and my clan, and I've got these eyes and a responsibility to do it. And we see him finally get to that Phantom Troop boss at the very end, and like he activates his eyes, and he's like, "I'm the mastery of every ability in this state." Then it's like, "Holy shit, he did it! He unlocked it! He did it!" And for us to be 40 episodes in, and of those 40 episodes, we've gotten one of Kurapika training, and not even see, and just and here we are, and here we are. So I don't know. Let me know what you guys think. Like if you did, share, favorite, subscribe, and we'll keep going on. And as always,